Hello children, welcome to aimsindia's online classes. This is biology session. You are watching body movements part 5. In the last class we studied the movement in earthworm, fish, insect like cockroach, snail. Okay, so let us briefly recall how earthworm moves. The earthworm moves, the movement is like a gliding movement. It is gliding movement with the help of the bristle like hair like structures present in the skin. The muscles of earthworm help it to move forward. Okay, its movement is different, just like caterpillar. Okay, not totally like caterpillar, the movement is similar to caterpillar. Okay, the next we studied another animal. What is that? Next to earthworm, snail. What is that a snail possesses on its back? Shell. Okay, but the shell is involving in the movement? No. Only the snail moves with the help of a strong muscular foot. Okay, which help the snail to move? Muscular foot is the locomotory organ in the snail. Next, insect like cockroach. What are the types of movement shown by the cockroach? It can walk, it can fly. Okay, so how many pairs of legs are present in the cockroach? 3 pairs. There are 6 legs are present. So the muscles of the leg help in walking, and the muscles of the wings help in flying. Okay, next, fish. Fish is an aquatic animal. So compared to the movement of the terrestrial animals, the aquatic animal movement is different. So its body is streamlined. With the help of fins, it will move. Okay, it pushes the water back and it will move front. It shows it forms the curves, wave-like movement, and it moves forward. Okay, the shape of the fish is boat shape. And we also studied about the movement in higher vertebrate. What is that? Bird. Okay, in bird, what are the modifications which help in movement? A flying bird, the body is lightweight because of hollow bones, and the shape of the body is a boat shape. Okay, and the forelimbs are modified into wings. The wings are covered by feathers, and the forelimbs possess strong flight muscles. Okay, and the hind limbs are modified such that it can perch, it can walk. Okay, so these are the modifications in the bird. So further, let us study more about the gait in animals, how the remaining group of animals show their movement. Let us see. Are you ready, children? Let us proceed. Gait of fish. Let us continue. So the wave like movement shown in the fish. Fish also have other fins on their body, which mainly help. About tail fin only in the previous class we have seen. Okay, it also possesses other fins. They mainly help to keep the balance of the body and to keep direction while swimming. Okay, so did you ever notice that underwater divers wear fin like flippers? Okay, they cover their body with mask like structure total, okay, which is similar to the structure of the fish, okay. They wear fin like flippers on their feet to help them move easily in water. See, these are the fins, paid fins and unpaid fins. So about these fins you are going to study in the higher classes, like pectoral fin, pelvic fin, anal fin, caudal fin. Caudal fin is also called tail fin, okay. So their body is also covered by scales, okay, different types of scales. Slimy, they are slimy. Slimy means slippery. Can you, if you try to catch the fish, it will slip from your hands due to that slime. That slime which is secreted from the slime glands of the skin of fish help the fish to pierce easily in the water. It will reduce the friction. It is also modification or adaptation to lead an aquatic life, okay. They possess gills for breathing, and these are the structures which help the fish to swim, to move in the water, okay. Next, how do snakes move? Have you seen a snake slither? Does it move straight? No. So you can see a snake is always in a curved, wavy movement, that is called slithering. Snakes have a long backbone. They have many thin muscles. They are connected to each other even though they are far from one another. Okay, these muscles, they are thin muscles. Even though they are far away from each other, they connect to each other. The muscles also interconnect the backbone, ribs and skin, okay. And the snake's body curves into many loops. Each loop of the snake gives it a forward push by pressing against the ground, okay. The snake's body curves into many loops. Each loop of snake gives it a forward push by pressing against the ground, okay. The bottom part of the snake, if you see, there are several scales are present, okay. They help in gripping. Since its long body makes many loops and each loop gives it this push, the snake moves forward very fast and not in a straight line. It moves very fast but not in a straight line, okay. It will move, it make a curved path, okay. So next, come to the body movements. In that the ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle, in his book Gait of Animals, asked himself these questions. Some questions are asked. Why do different animals have the body parts that they do have, and how do these parts help animals to move the way they do? Help these animals the way they do. So this is the statements written by Aristotle in his book, okay. Next, what are the similarities and differences? What are the similarities and differences in these body parts between different animals. There are similarities are there, differences are there, isn't it? Next, how many body parts are needed by different animals for moving from place to place? How many different body parts are needed for moving from place to place? Why 2 legs for humans and 4 for cows and buffaloes? See, very interesting questions these are. Many animals seem to be having an even number of legs. Okay, why? Okay, this is also an interesting question. So why do different animals have the body parts that help them to move? Because the structure of the body is such that according to that structure, their locomotory organs, the organs of movement, are also designed. Okay, what are the similarities and differences in these body parts between different animals? For example, if you take a fish, with the help of fins it will move. If you take a snail, it will move with the help of a muscular foot. If you take a bird, with the help of wings. Okay, if you take some animals like lizards, foot, 4 limbs are present, 4 limbs and hind limbs. Okay, and if you see the movement in a frog, movements are also different types: hopping, jumping, running, flying, like that, the different movements. Okay, depending upon the body parts, depending upon the part used in movement, the types of movement also vary in the animals. Okay, so Aristotle, the Greek philosopher, he wrote a book, Gait of Animals. In that Gait of Animals, these are the questions appeared. Okay, why 2 legs for humans and 4 for cow and buffaloes? See, compare the buffaloes, cows with human beings. The human beings are bipedal because to balance the body they are bipedal, but these animals, their huge body, okay, in order to balance there are 4 legs in these animals. Okay, but our 4 limbs we are calling it as hands, but we can walk on to, that is the speciality of human beings and apes. Okay, many animals seems to be having an even number of legs, okay, for balancing. Okay, that is called homeostasis, you study in higher classes. Why is the bending of our legs different from that of other different from that of our arms? Next, there are so many questions, and perhaps we have looked for some answers through our activities in this chapter, some 7 to 8 activities, and we need to look for many more answers. Okay, for example, bending of our legs different from, because the legs we are not doing much work with the legs, only we need bending when we sit, when we stand, when we walk. Okay, for movement our legs are useful, but with the hands we perform different functions. So there are more joints are present, flexible joints are present in the arms compared to legs. Okay, next, okay, let us revise the entire chapter once again. Bones and cartilage form the skeleton of the human body. It gives the frame and shape to the body and helps in movement. Okay, The skeleton protects the inner organs. How skeleton protects the inner organ? Can you recall? Yes. Rib cage. In the thoracic cavity, rib cage is present. The rib cage is the skeleton structure. It protects the heart and lungs. The skull or cranium, the bony box present in the head, it protects the brain. The vertebral column, backbone, it protects the spinal cord, isn't it? And the pectoral girdle, pelvic girdle in the pelvic region, so it protects the kidneys. Okay. The human skeleton comprises the skull in the head, the backbone, and the ribs, and the breastbone, shoulders, hip bones, and the bones of the hands and legs. The bones are moved by alternate contractions and relaxations of two sets of muscles. Muscles work in pair. What is the principle of working of muscles? Contraction and relaxations. So the skeleton consisting of bones, but we could able to move. The movement is due to the muscles attached to the bones. Okay. Next, the bone joints of various kinds, depending on the nature of joints and direction of movement they allow. Strong muscles and light bones work together to help the birds fly, isn't it? We have completed. They fly by flapping their wings. Fish swim by forming loops alternately on two sides of the body. Snakes slithering movement on the ground by looping sideways. A large number of bones are associated, and associated muscles push the body of snake forward. Okay. The body and the legs of cockroach have hard coverings forming an outer skeleton cuticle. The muscles of the breast connected with the 3 pairs of legs and 2 pairs of wings help the cockroach to walk and fly. Earthworms move by alternate extension and contraction of the body using muscles. The tiny bristles on the underside of the body help in gripping the ground. Snails move with the help of a muscular foot. Okay, children. So we have summarized the chapter also. You read the lesson. Okay, and do the activities that will help you to understand the concepts. Okay, thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.